Hey everyone, my name is Andrea Suarez. Today we are going to talk about a question we get pretty frequently. How do I renegotiate my waste hauler contract? Such a good question. So prior to a renegotiation, you need to know what a good contract has in it, evaluate your own contract and decide what you want to change, and know what market rates for services are. So we're going to walk through all of these. Set yourself up for success and spend some time gathering some critical waste disposal information. If you don't do this, if you aren't prepared, then ultimately what you renegotiate for a new contract isn't going to be ideal. So before you begin that renegotiation, it's much easier to negotiate a renewing contract than a current one. This is also why those of you with month-to-month contracts actually have the best shot at renegotiating. And it's also important to keep in mind that it's incredibly difficult to renegotiate a contract that has quite a bit of time left in it. It's not impossible, but it's not something we recommend doing. Haulers are simply not as likely to agree to new terms simply because you want them to. There has to be some benefit in it for them as well. And since you've already signed a contract with them, they know that they can just tell you no and go on their merry way. However, if your contract is about to expire, again, you've got that leverage. The haulers know that if they don't give you at least some of what you want, you'll likely switch to a different provider. They have incentive to bend a little more than they would otherwise. The next thing you need to do is determine if your contract is month to month. So if it is, you have more leverage and you should get pricing from 1 to 2 other waste haulers to determine the market pricing in your area. You want to get the lowest price, right? So lastly, you'll need to know what a good contract looks like. So most people don't really know what a good contract includes. A good contract is one that has terms that are fair to the client as well as to the hauler. Good contracts, screenshot this if you all need it, limit price spikes, they have accurate service levels, they limit ancillary fees, they're easy to cancel, and they have provisions for poor service. If you do even just one of these things, it'll help your bottom line. If you do all of them, you have a really good chance of finding all of your hidden savings opportunities. So a contract that includes these things will actually prevent waste headaches before they start. If you have a hauler who keeps missing pickups, you'll already have a penalty in place, for instance. If a hauler tries to raise prices above a certain percentage, you can point to your contract and kindly say, "Not today, amigo." So you'll also need to know what you want to change about your current contract. So make a list of things you want to change. Some of the things may include service levels and term length, price increase caps or fee caps, the auto renewal clause. So canceling your auto renewal puts you in the driver's seat when it comes to whom you entrust your waste disposal. Now prioritize that list. You have to be prepared to not get everything you want, especially if you're trying to renegotiate in the middle of a term. Having clear top priorities will help you let smaller issues go if need be. So you're going to need to know the waste market prices. Even if you're not intending to switch haulers, it can be exceedingly helpful to have a few bids from other area haulers. Some bids may be higher than your current service fees, but some are bound to be lower. The knowing waste market prices will give you an additional bargaining chip. Unfortunately, a lot of times haulers are banking that you don't know what these other haulers charge. If you're blind, you're more likely to accept the prices they're charging you. But if you know market prices, you'll have a pretty good idea about what's fair and, well, what isn't. If you know what you don't like about your contract, what a good contract includes, and what area haulers charge, you'll be well armed to renegotiate your contract. So renegotiating your contract is a critical part of your waste expense reduction strategy. Your contract can play a huge part in protecting you and your bottom line from waste expense increases. Renegotiating your contract can be time-consuming, but you'll reap the benefits for years to come. Ignoring waste problems don't make them go away, unfortunately. Strategizing about how to stop overspending on your waste disposal and coming up with a plan of attack can yield surprising savings and peace of mind. If you want to learn more about what we do and how we help our companies do exactly this, find their waste problems and permanently solve them, give us a call. You can sign up for a free consult using the link at the end of this video. And there's a good chance you can probably sign up for something in the next 15 minutes to half hour. We would love to talk to you more about what we do and how we can help you reduce your waste expenses.